We thank God that a woman who was born into that nightmare of oppression now lives in this land of the free, and that she, along with everyone here tonight, can light the menorah for all the world to see, and the world is watching. Today, our nation is stronger, and our world is more full of promise because of the Jewish people, the state of Israel, and the faith that burns so brightly in your hearts. I'd like to invite Luise to say a few words. Luise? Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Mr. President, Mrs. Trump, thank you very much for inviting me here to your Hanukkah celebration today.
Thank you.
It is an honor for me to be here. My name is Luise Lawrence Israels, and I'm a survivor of the Holocaust. I'm one of approximately 80 survivors who volunteer at the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. Hanukkah is a holiday of freedom. During the first years of my life, we could not celebrate Hanukkah because my family was not free. When I was born, my country, the Netherlands, was occupied by Nazi Germany. Life for Jews and Jewish families became more and more restricted. And when I was 6 months old, we had to go into hiding because deportations of Jews to the death camps in Poland had begun. My parents, 18-month older brother and I, with a friend of my mom, lived in an attic in Amsterdam for almost 3 years. Only my father used to leave when we needed food, medicine, and sometimes he brought back some news. We did not have a radio or newspaper. It was a storage attic on top of a row house with its own walk-up in the middle of Amsterdam. It was about 5 blocks from where Anne Frank was hidden with her family. When you are in hiding, you never go outside, so I never met her. The attic had one small dormer window. We had very little natural light. There was no kitchen or bathroom, just a small toilet with a sink with cold water. My parents never talked about the outside world with us, or about their worries and all our relatives. They did not want us to miss anything or anybody. They kept us busy with a form of homeschooling, and we loved it. We thought that our life was normal. We never talked about religion or celebrated the holidays. That would have been too dangerous. Our prayer books and other Jewish things like Kiddush cup and other things were buried, and my mom had given our menorah, Hanukkah, to a trusted friend to keep for us. We were often hungry and cold, but again, we thought that was normal. We could not have survived without the courageous help of people from the resistance. My loving parents had only one thought: keep their children safe. We were lucky. The first time we celebrated Hanukkah together, I was 4 years old. We received a very special present, an orange. My brother and I had never seen one. Smelling it and holding it in our hands was so special. I did not even want to eat it. I was afraid that I would not have a present anymore. At Hanukkah time, I make sure we always have a bowl of oranges on the table to remember our freedom. After my husband retired from the army, we moved to the DC area. I wanted to volunteer at a newly opened Holocaust museum, but I'd had to tell my parents first. My parents never talked about our years of occupation, and my dad surprised me. He said, if we do not speak now, people will not believe that it really happened. One day, the museum will speak for us, but I will speak for as long as I can. Hatred caused 6 million Jews to be murdered, of which 1.5 million were innocent children. They never had a chance. And people let this happen by not standing up to hatred. They were indifferent. We cannot let that happen again. Hatred and prejudice should not have a place in the world. We all have to work. We all have to work for a future where all children will have a chance to smell an orange.